Aloha, and welcome to episode 23 of Movie History, DreamWorks Animation. No, actually, episode 24. Sorry, of Movie History, DreamWorks Animation. I'm Miguel Sanchez, and this time I'm coming to you from the beach villas in Ko'olina, Hawaii. That's right, friends. We're coming to you from the beautiful islands of Ko'olina, Hawaii, and today we are here to celebrate the magic and history of what is called DreamWorks Animation. That's right. We're here for the next 7 days. That's right, one full week of tropical island paradise that's sure to dazzle you once and for all. By the way, Friday we're gonna be in Las Vegas, Nevada, so get ready for it, guys. It's gonna be awesome. We were unable to do day 5 of the motion actually yesterday because I had to pack up and get ready to head out. But yeah, we'll make that for you coming real soon. And also, I finally finished working on episode 116 of season 1 of Seven Supremacy. Actually, episode 117 of season 1 of Seven Supremacy. So I'll have that for you today instead of having it for you tomorrow. So yeah, I'm pushing it forward, my friends. So yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And be on the lookout for episode 32 of Prop 2047 L's Logan's Retail coming your way in a couple of days' time. We'll be taking a look at PBS Kids, progressive by Mitch 2378. So stay tuned for that. But for now, though, back to the video as we've got a Shrek spinoff to take a look at, and boy, it's gonna be awesome. So if you're ready for it, here we go. Today, we're taking a look at Puss in Boots as the Paramount era continues on Movie History, DreamWorks Animation. This is gonna be awesome, my friends. I can't wait for it. Because looking good never looks so good. That's right. This fall, it's going to happen in 3D, in 2D theaters, Road 3D, IMAX 3D. We are about to dive right into it today. If you haven't seen episode 23, we did an episode yesterday. It was about Kung Fu Panda 2. So if you haven't seen that, yeah, I'll put a link to it up there at the top right corner of the screen. So if you want to go check it out, definitely can do so. It's a sequel to the original Kung Fu Panda. So if you want to go check it out, definitely can do so. But for now, though, everybody must come to a start. Are you ready for it? Good. Then let's get started. Here we go. So about the movie. Alright. Puss in Boots is a 2011 American computer animated comedy film produced by DreamWorks Animation and distributed by Paramount Pictures. It is directed by Chris Miller, who also directed Shrek the Third from 2007, in which I already did a past episode of the show. Yep, that's right. I already did that on episode 15, so if you haven't seen it yet, please go watch right now. From a screenplay by Tom Wheeler and a story by Brian Lynch, Will Davies, and Wheeler. It stars Anthony Banderas, Salma Hayek, Zach Galifianakis, Philip Thornton, and Amy Sedaris. A spin-off of the Shrek franchise, and rather than an adaptation of the Puss in Boots fairy tale, the film follows the origin story of Puss in Boots on his adventure years before the events of Shrek 2 from 2004. That I already did on episode 9 of this series, so please go watch that if you haven't seen it yet. I know. Accompanied by his friends, Humpty Dumpty and Katie Softpaws, Puss is pitted against Jack and Jill, two murderous outlaws in ownership of legendary magical beings that lead to a great fortune. The film was released in theaters on October 28, 2011 in 2D, digital 3D, and IMAX 3D formats. Puss in Boots received positive reviews from critics, grossing $555 million at the box office, and was nominated for Best Animated Feature at the 84th Academy Awards. A television spin-off from the film titled The Adventures of Puss in Boots premiered on Netflix in January 2015 and concluded in January 2018 after 6 seasons, while a sequel titled Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is set to be released on September 23rd, 2022. Okay, guys, brace yourself, people. It's going to be awesome. Let's take a look at the movie stats here. Directed by Chris Miller. Screenplay by Tom Wheeler. Story by Brian Lynch, Will Davies, and Tom Wheeler. Based on Puss in Boots by Giovanni Francesco Straparola. That's good. Produced by Joe M. Aguilar and Latifa Oao. Starring Antonio Banderas, Salma Hayek, Zach Galifianakis, Philip Thornton, and Amy Sedaris. And edited by Eric Dopkowitz. Music by Henry Jackman. Production company DreamWorks Animation. Distributed by Paramount Pictures. Release dates October 26, 2011. Aboard the Allure of the Seas, which is a Royal Caribbean ship. So remember that. And for 12 days later on October 28, 2011 in the United States. Running time is 90 minutes. An equal 90 minutes, my friends. Country's United States. Language is English. Budget $130 million. And the box office $555 million. Wow. Triple five, my friends. Triple five. All right, let's get into the plot. Puss in Boots is a Spanish-speaking anthropomorphic cat named for his signature pair of boots, a fugitive on the run from the law. Puss is seeking to restore his lost honor. He learns that the murderous outlaw couple Jack and Jill have the magic beings he has lost and long sought, which can lead him to a giant's castle known by legend to contain valuable golden goose eggs. When Puss attempts to steal the beans at their hideout, a female cat named Kitty Softpaws interrupts. She was hired to steal them, as well as by Humpty Alexander Dumpty, a talking egg, and long estranged childhood friend of Puss from the orphanage where they both were raised. Puss tells Kitty his origin story and how he felt betrayed by Humpty, who tricked Puss into committing a bank robbery in his hometown of San Ricardo. Puss has been on the run ever since. Humpty eventually convinces Puss to join them in finding the beans and retrieving the golden eggs. Yep, now you get the point. Puss and Kitty's relationship turns romantic as the trio steals the beans from Jack and Jill and plants them in the desert. They ride the beanstalk into the clouds and enter the giant's castle, where Humpty reveals to Puss that the giant died a long time ago. They must still avoid the Great Terror who guards the golden eggs. They soon realize the golden eggs are too heavy and decide to steal the goose's baby gosling after witnessing that it lays golden eggs. They manage to escape the castle and then cut down the beanstalk. After celebrating, the group is ambushed by Jack and Jill, and Puss is knocked unconscious. When he wakes, Puss assumes Humpty and Kitty were kidnapped by and tripped Jack and Jill's and tracks Jack and Jill's wagon back to San Ricardo. There, he learns that the kidnapping was staged. Jack, Jill, and Kitty are all working for Humpty, who is seeking revenge against Puss for abandoning him during the failed heist all those years ago. Puss is surrounded by the town's militia and turns himself in following pleas from his adopted mother, Imelda. Oh no, militia! I hate a militia. That ain't gonna happen. As Puss is hauled away to jail, Humpty is celebrated as a hero for breaking the will of the golden eggs to the townspeople. Puss meets Andy Beanstalk in prison, otherwise known by his friends as Jack, in reference to the character from Jack and the Beanstalk. I know, Jack and the Beanstalk. No one hates him. Love it. Humpty originally stole the beans from Jack during his confinement, and Jack warns Puss that the Great Terror is the gosling's mother, a giant goose that will destroy the town, trying to recover her child. Puss realizes that luring the Great Terror was Humpty's intention all along, hoping to destroy the town in revenge for his imprisonment and flee with the gosling in the chaos. Kitty frees Puss from prison and apologizes, revealing her free feelings for him. He locates Humpty in time and convinces him to do the right thing, redeem himself by helping save the town from destruction. Using the gosling as bait, Puss and Humpty are able to lure the Great Terror away from the town. With Kitty's help, they also thwart Jack and Jill's attempt to steal the gosling during the chase. As they reach the outskirts of town, Humpty and the gosling are knocked off a collapsing bridge, but manage to hang on to a rope that Puss grabs. When it becomes evident that Puss cannot save them both, Humpty sacrifices himself by letting go. After a fatal impact, Puss discovers that Humpty was a large golden egg underneath his shell. The Great Terror is reunited with her gosling, and she takes Humpty's golden egg remains back to the giant's castle. Despite saving the town and being hailed a hero by the townspeople, Puss is still a fugitive in the eyes of the militia. He flees with Kitty, who playfully steals his boots and runs off. In the epilogue, Jack and Jill are recovering from their injuries. Humpty is shown that he was only faking his own death by wearing a golden egg costume, and Puss and Kitty finally share a kiss. Oh my gosh, that's the total plot of the story. Let's get into the voice cast. Antonio Banderas as Puss in Boots, a fugitive from the law and a hero of San Ricardo. Zach Galifianakis as Humpty Alexander Dumpty, the mastermind who intends to retrieve the golden eggs from the one-of-a-kind goose. Salma Hayek as Kitty Softpaws, a street-savvy tuxedo cat who is Puss's female counterpart and love interest. Billy Bob Thornton and Amy Sedaris as Jack and Jill, respectively, a murderous outlaw married couple. Constance Marie as Imelda, Puss's human adopted mother. Mike Mitchell as Annie Jack Beanstalk. Guillermo del Toro as Comandante, the military leader of San Ricardo, dispatched to capture Puss. And finally, we have Chris Miller as Little Boy Blue, Friar Miller, prison guard Manuel, and Raphael. And that's pretty much it. Let's get into the production. It's a long one, ladies and gentlemen. So here I go. The film had been in development since 2004, when Shrek 2 was released. Chris Miller, who worked as head of story in Shrek 2, was a big proponent of making a spin-off film centered on the Puss in Boots due to his love for the character and the intriguing story potential he had. Given the adventures he mentions have had in the film. As a Shrek 2 spin-off, it was initially planned for release in 2008 as a direct-to-video film, then titled Puss in Boots: The Story of an Ogre Killer. By October 2006, the film was re-slated as a theatrical release due to market conditions and due to DreamWorks Animation's realization that the Puss character deserved more. Miller was hired to direct the film immediately after directing Shrek the Third. In September 2010, Guillermo del Toro signed on as an executive producer. Having exited from The Hobbit, Del Toro was invited by the crew to watch an early screening of the film, half animated, half storyboarded, which Del Toro loved and asked them if he could be somehow involved in the production. Discussing Del Toro, Miller stated, "We worked out a system for him to come in once every few months or whenever we had something new to show him. If we needed someone to bounce ideas off of, he was always there. And if we had a problem we were tackling, we'd get Guillermo on the red phone, an emergency phone, and ask him advice on what we should do with a certain character or scene. It was like having our own film school." Miller stated that Del Toro was particularly involved in Humpty's character design. Guillermo loved the dreamy quality of Humpty Dumpty. He suggested we push that further, making him more like Da Vinci. It was Del Toro's idea to make Humpty an ingenuous freak of nature who builds contraptions such as a flying machine. Del Toro rewrote the ending to redeem the character and deepen his relationship with Puss, an unconventional conclusion for a family film. He helped design the fantasy elements of the Giant's castle, as well as the architecture of the town, which he conceived as an amalgam of Spain and Mexico. It's good. I love it. During the film's production, the film's makers struggled for a long time about including the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk, an English fairy tale from which the magic beans and the castle in the clouds were borrowed from. As the filmmakers had already figured out the giant's world, the giant itself was challenging for them. Oh boy. Oh boy. They wanted to depict him faithfully like the classic fairy tale legend giant. But despite how hard they tried to incorporate him into the story, his presence turned out to be predictable. In the end, it was decided to have the giant killed off screen in order to subvert fairy tale's expectations. Antonio Banderas reprised his role as Puss in Boots from the Shrek films. According to Miller, the crew wanted to cast Zach Galifianakis, Billy Bob Thornton, Amy Sedaris, and Salma Hayek early on during production, as Humpty Dumpty was Galifianakis' first voice-over role. He was allowed to improvise by the filmmakers. Similarly, Thornton enjoyed the experience of voicing Jack as he was looking to challenge himself with a role out of his comfort zone. Sedaris, with whom Miller had worked before, improvised most of her dialogue as Jill, giving almost 50 different versions of her script and lines. Except for Puss, the film features new characters, signing the co-writer, David H. Steinberg. It doesn't overlap with Shrek at all. Partly that was done to tell an original Puss story, but partly we didn't know what Shrek 4 were going to do with the characters, and we couldn't write conflicting storylines. The film was teased in Shrek Forever After, when Shrek finally shuts the book titled Shrek Forever After and puts it away next to a book titled Puss in Boots. And yes, I rated Shrek Forever After, which I did on episode 21 of this series, so if you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it right now. Puss in Boots is the first DreamWorks Animation film that was partly made in India. A Bangalore studio owned by Technicolor, which had mainly worked on TV specials and DVD bonus material, spent 6 months animating 3 major scenes in the film. The outsourcing had financial advantages, with 40% less labor costs than in the US. But the primary reason for outsourcing to India was lack of personnel, due to the studio producing as many as 3 films a year. Okay. Yeah, and that happened for the first time with 3 films already produced in 2010. That being How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek Forever After, and Megamind. So, if you haven't seen those yet, go watch them right now. They're on episode 20, 21, and 22 respectively. So DreamWorks has to release at least 3 movies per year. Got it. Not more than 3. Got it. Good. Moving on to the soundtrack. Henry Jackman, the composer for Puss in Boots, utilized folk instruments of traditional Latin music. Inspired by Spanish composer Manuel de Falla, Jackman blended guitars and Latin percussion with an orchestral sound influenced by Claude Debussy and Maurice Ravel. Mexican guitar duo Rodrigo y Gabriela contributed to Jackman's score, and 2 of their songs, Diablo Rojo and Hanuman, were included in the soundtrack. Lady Gaga's song Americano was also featured in the film. The soundtrack for the film, featuring the original score by Jackman, was released on October 24, 2011 by Sony Classical. Oh boy. Now you know, my friends, I get the point. Let's get into the release. Puss in Boots was originally set for release on November 4, 2011, but was instead pushed a week earlier to October 28, 2011. And Globe, head of worldwide marketing for DreamWorks Animation, said that the decision to move the film's release date a week earlier was to attract parents and their children to see the film before other family-friendly films were released in November 2011. Okay. The film was renamed Cat in Boots in the United Arab Emirates for officially unknown reasons, but is suspected for religious and cultural reasons. According to UAE's the National Media Council, which is responsible for censorship, the UAE didn't have any involvement in the rename, and that the decision to change the name had been made by the Hollywood studio and the movie distributors in the UAE. Consequently, since the film's distributor was based in the UAE, the same print was syndicated to all theaters throughout the Middle East. However, the name change was limited to the film's original theatrical run, as merchandise and later regional home media release retained the film's original title. Puss in Boots had its worldwide premiere on October 16, 2011, on aboard the Royal Caribbean International's cruise ship Allure of the Seas, docked in Fort Lauderdale, Florida at the time. That's right, Royal Caribbean International. You know what it means. Come see the Royal Caribbean. It was theatrically released in the United States on October 28, 2011. The film was digitally remastered into IMAX 3D and was released in 268 North American IMAX theaters and at least 47 IMAX theaters outside North America. That's great. Moving over to home media, Puss in Boots was released on DVD, Blu-ray, and Blu-ray 3D on February 24, 2012. The movie was accompanied by a short animated film titled Puss in Boots: The Three Diablos. As of October 2013, 7.5 million home entertainment units were sold worldwide. Another featured extra short is Klepto Kitty, a 3-minute profile of Dusty the Klepto Kitty, a notorious cat in California who steals items from neighbors' yards. Some of it captured on a night vision kitty cam hung around Dusty's neck by the Animal Planet Network for their own documentary. Okay, now you get the point. Oh boy, I should have said about that, but yeah, you get the point right now. Moving over to recession. We go to box office. The film grossed $149.3 million in North America and $405.7 million in other countries for a worldwide total of $555 million. It was the 11th highest grossing film of 2011, and it's also the 3rd highest grossing animated film that year, behind Kung Fu Panda 2, with $665.7 million, which I already did in the previous episode. Again, go check it out right now if you haven't seen it yet. And Cars 2 with $559.9 million, which I'll talk about in a future series focusing on Pixar, so be on the lookout for that coming soon. In North America, the film topped the box office on its opening day with $9.6 million. On its opening weekend, the film made $34.1 million, topping Saw 3's record $33.6 million for the highest Halloween weekend opening ever. It retained first place during its second weekend with $33.1 million, declining only 3%. Outside North America, on its opening weekend, it earned second place with $17.2 million. The film opened at number 1 in both the UK with a weekend gross of £1.98 million, or $3.1 million, and Australia with $2.98 million. It topped the box office outside North America on its 7th weekend with $47.1 million from 40 countries. It ranks as the 9th highest grossing film of 2011 outside North America. Its highest grossing country after North America was Russia and the CIS. That's right, Commonwealth of Independent States. Yeah, Commonwealth of Independent States. With $50.6 million, followed by Germany with $33.9 million, and France and the Maghreb region with $33.2 million. So that's a long list, my friends. Alright, continue on reception. We go to critical reception. It's another long one, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Here I go. Wish me luck. On Rotten Tomatoes, Puss in Boots has an approval rating of 86% based on 155 reviews and an average rating of 6.9 out of 10. Its critical consensus reads, "It isn't deep or groundbreaking, but what it lacks in profundity, Puss in Boots more than makes up for with an abundance of wit, a visual sparkle, and an effervescent charm." Metacritic, which uses a weighted average, assigned Puss in Boots a score of 65 out of 100 based on 24 critics, indicating generally favorable reviews. Cinema Score polls reported that the average grade moviegoers gave the film was an A- on an A+ to F scale. That's right. On a scale between A+ to F, The film was given an A-. Okay, Tom McCarthy of The Hollywood Reporter gave the film a positive review, saying Puss in Boots is a perfectly diverting romp that happens to showcase some of the best 3D work yet from a mainstream anime feature. Colorful, clever enough, free of cloying showbiz and jokes, action-packed without being ridiculous about it, and even well choreographed. Peter DeBruge of Variety gave the film a positive review, saying Puss's origin could easily stand on its own, a testament to clever with writing on the part of its creative team and an irresistible central performance by Antonio Banderas. Christy Lemire of the Associated Press gave the film 3 out of 4 stars, saying for quick, lively, family-friendly entertainment, Puss in Boots works just fine, even in 3D, which is integrated thoughtfully into the narrative and doesn't just feel like a gimmick. Bill Goody Kuntz of the Arizona Republic gave the film 3.5 stars out of 5, saying as good as Banderas and Hayek are together, Galifianakis is better, making Humpty Dumpty, of all people, one of the most intriguing animated characters to come along in a while. He's a nice surprise. Maura McDonald of the Seattle Times gave the film 3 out of 4 stars, saying, I left dreaming of a world in which cats could tango, and when's the last time a movie did that? Marjorie Baumgarten of the Austin Chronicle gave the film 3 out of 5 stars, saying the seductive interplay of Banderas and Hayek, the barely recognizable vocal contributions of Galifianakis, and the southern backwoods speech of Thornton and Sidars all keep us attuned to the events on the screen. Okay, now I get the point. Owen Gleiberman of Entertainment Weekly gave the film a C, saying in the Shrek films, the joke of Puss in Boots with his shrill consonants and penchant for chest-puffing sword duels is that no one doesn't break any new ground in the storytelling department, and its reliance on go state-of-the-art action sequences is grows weary by the end. But the movie has a devilish wit that works for parent and child alike. Elizabeth Weitzman of the New York Daily News gave the film 4 out of 5 stars, saying it's always a pleasure to find a family that respects its audience all the way up the line. Colin Covert of the Star Tribune gave the film 1.5 stars out of 4, saying, remember that toy when you where you yank a string and hear the sound of a barnyard animal? Puss in Boots has about half as much entertaining value. Ollie Richards of Empire gave the film 3 out of 5 stars, saying, like most kittens, it's not always perfectly behaved, but at least this new Puss adventure doesn't have you reaching for the cinematic spray bottle. And thank goodness the spin-off that does nothing to deter the charismatic cat's appeal. Stan Hall of the Oregonian gave the film a B, saying Puss in Boots isn't particularly deep, nor doesn't take itself seriously. It just wants to seek glory, win affection, and cash in. Done, and done. Oh boy. Kenneth Turan of the Los Angeles Times gave the film 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, saying perhaps the most engaging thing about Puss in Boots is that it never takes itself too seriously. Kenneth Turan of the Los Angeles Times. Okay, let me try again. Kenneth Turan of the Los Angeles Times. Oh, I already did it. All right. Stephen Holden of the New York Times gave the film 3.5 stars out of 5. Saying it is a cheerfully chaotic jumble of a fairy tale nursery rhyme characters parachuted into a Spanish storybook setting. Lou Lemick of the New York Post gave the film 1.5 stars out of 4, saying basically this tune is a tired riff on Sergio Leone's spaghetti westerns, punctuated by more puns and cat jokes than you can shake a litter box at. Claudia Puig of USA Today gave the film 3 out of 4 stars, saying with his impeccable comic timing and lyrical Spanish accent, Banderas' swashbuckling charmer is an undeniable treat. Michael Sullivan of the Washington Post gave the film 3 out of 4 stars, saying Puss in Boots proves there is at least One Cat with Multiple Lives. The feature-length animated spin-off, a star turn for the popular Shrek supporting character voiced by Antonio Banderas, is almost shockingly good, and not just because a lot of you will approach it with lowered expectations. Stephen Whitty of the New York Star Ledger gave the film 3 out of 4 stars, saying an almost perfect little film that even a dog owner can enjoy. Joe Morgenstern of the Wall Street Journal gave the film a positive review, saying Puss made his debut in Shrek 2, then did in the 2 decreasingly funny sequels. Now he's got a movie of his own, and not a moment too soon. Lisa Kennedy of the Denver Post gave the film 3 out of 4 stars, saying it would overstate matters to say Puss in Boots leaves the cat holding the bag his own. And leaves the cat holding the bag. We had to get that in. But it also leaves its hero awaiting a richer fable. One benefiting his charms and his portrayer's talents. Anna Smith of Time Out gave the film 3 out of 5 stars, saying Puss in Boots is uneven, but when it's on course, cat fans will be in heaven. Amy Biancoli of the Houston Chronicle gave the film 3 out of 5 stars, saying Puss in Boots prances along on 3 basic truths. 1. Cats are funny. 2. Vain Spanish cats in high-heeled musketeer boots are even funnier. Lastly, booted, vain Spanish cats voiced by a briefly Antonio Banderas are flat-out hilarious. Tasha Rodriguez of the AV Club gave the film a C+, saying Puss in Boots makes a great theme park ride, a thrill-a-minute feast for the eyes and the semicircular canals. But while the settings are impressively multidimensional, the characters are flatter than old-school cell drawings. That was a long list. Whoa! That's long. All right, let's close out reception with accolades. Award category recipient result. Let's get to those accolades. Academy Awards: Best Animated Feature, Chris Miller, nominated. Alliance of Women Film Journalists, Best Animated Film, nominated. Best Animated Female, Selma Hayek, nominated. Oh boy. Annie Awards: Best Animated Feature, nominated. Anime Effects and Anime Production, Kat Yuxel, nominated. Character Animation and a Feature Production, Olivia Stephanopoulos, nominated. Character Design and a Feature Production, Patrick Mate, nominated. Yeah, I see it, Patrick Mate. Directing and a Feature Production, Chris Miller, nominated. Music and a Feature Production, Henry Jackman, nominated. Storyboarding and a Feature Production, Bob Logan, nominated. Voice Acting and Feature Production, Zaf Galifianakis, nominated. Editing and a Feature Production, Eric Dakiewicz, nominated. That's right. All nominated, my friends. Too bad. Critics' Choice Awards. Best Animated Feature, nominated. Chicago Film Critics Association Awards. Animated Film, nominated. Oh, no good. Golden Globe Awards. Best Animated Feature Film, nominated. No good, my friends. Kids' Choice Awards. Favorite Animated Movie, won! Yay! Winner! We have a winner, my friends. Favorite Voice for an Animated Movie, Antonio Banderas, nominated. Oh, boy. Producers Guild of America Awards. Best Animated Theatrical Motion Pictures, Joe M. Aguilar, Latifah Wow, nominated. Oh boy. Satellite Awards. Best Animated or Mixed Media Film, nominated. Oh no. Saturday Awards. Best Animated Film, won. Yeah, that's right, my friends. Winner. Teen Choice Awards. Choice Movie Actress, Action/Adventure, Selma Hayek, nominated. Oh boy. Toronto Film Critics Association. Best Animated Feature, nominated. Visual Effects Society Awards. Outstanding Visual Effects and Animated Feature Motion Picture, Joe M. Aguilar, Julia Aretos, Ken Blainberg, Chris Miller, nominated. Outstanding Animated Character and Animated Feature Motion Picture, Antonio Banderas, Ludovic Buonachao, Laurent Caniero, and Olivia Staphalas for Puss, nominated. Outstanding Creative Environment and Animated Feature Motion Picture, Julia Aretos, Greg Liv, Brett Miller, and Peter Zaslav for The Cloud World, nominated. Oh no. Washington D.C. Area Film Critics Association Awards, Best Animated Feature, nominated, and Women Film Critics Circle, Best Animated Females, won. Yes, we're right. Out of all these nominations, out of all these awards, Puss in Boots only managed to win 3 awards. That's right. The Kids' Choice Award for Favorite Animated Movie. For Favorite Animated Movie. That's good. The Saturday Award for Best Animated Film, and the Women's Film Critics Circle Award for Best Animated Female. So, Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go move on. Close out this episode. We go to future. Start with sequel. Moving on, we go to future. Start with sequel. In February 2012, director Chris Miller stated that he would love to make a Puss in Boots sequel, as the character was set up to have more fantastic, surreal, and funnier adventures. But that they would first analyze how the audience reacted to the film and whether they would want a sequel. In November 2012, executive producer Guillermo del Toro said that they already did a couple of script drafts for a sequel, and that Miller wants to take Puss on an adventure to exotic places. In April 2014, Antonio Banderas, the voice of Puss, said that the work on the sequel had just begun. In just 2014, the film was titled Puss in Boots 2: 9 Lives and 40 Thieves, and was scheduled to be released on November 2nd, 2018. Two months later, it was moved 1 month to December 21st, 2018. In January 2015, Puss in Boots 2 was removed from the release schedule following corporate restructuring and DreamWorks Animation's new policy to release 2 films a year. Oh no. New movies drop. DreamWorks will now release new movies twice a year. That's right, twice a year, my friends. Not 3 times a year, twice a year. Got it? Good. 2 months later, Banderas said in an interview that the script was under restructuring and that Shrek may appear in the film. Okay, on November 6th, 2018, it was announced that by Variety that Chris Meledandri had been tasked to be one of the executive producers of both Shrek 5 and Puss in Boots 2, with the cast returning. In February 2019, Bob Persicelli, the head of the story on the first film and a co-director of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2018, signed on to direct the sequel. Latifa Oau, who produced the original Puss in Boots film, would oversee development of the sequel alongside Meledandri. In August 2020, the name Puss in Boots: The Last Wish had been trademarked by DreamWorks, revealing the new title of the sequel. In March 2021, the film received a new release date of September 23rd, 2022, with DWA's parent company, Universal Pictures, now handling distribution. Persicelli and Wow were respectively replaced by Joel Crawford and Mark Swift as director and producer after having previously done so on The Croods: A New Age from 2020, in which I will talk about in a future episode of the series. Keep your eyes peeled for it coming soon. Where will it end up on? It'll end up on episode 40, so be on the lookout for that. The Croods: New Age, episode 40, be on the lookout for that coming soon. While Antonio Banderas was also confirmed to be reprising his role as Puss. The film's first trailer was released on March 15, 2022. Salma Hayek will reprise the role of Kitty Softpaws, while other cast members will include Florence Pugh as Goldilocks, Olivia Colman, Wagner Moura, Ray Winstone, John Mulaney, Davine Joy Randolph, Harley Julian as Peril the Dog, Anthony Mendez, and Samson Kayo. Okay, that's gonna be good. Moving on, closing out future with television series. The film also spawned an animated series that premiered on Netflix on January 16, 2015. It aired 78 episodes across 6 seasons, with its final season released on the streaming service on January 26, 2018. The series is set before the events of the movie. Eric Bauza voices the titular character. Yeah, not Antonio Banderas, my friends. He only voices Puss in the film. Let's close out this episode with video games. Puss in Boots, a video game based on the film, developed by Blitz Games and published by THQ on October 25th, 2011 for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Wii, and Nintendo DS. It features support for Kinect and PlayStation Move on the respective platforms. And we have Fruit Ninja, Puss in Boots, a Puss in Boots themed Fruit Ninja video game, which was released on October 28th, 2011 on the iOS App Store and was released for Android and devices on November 28th, 2011 on the Amazon App Store. Okay. So that's something, and that's it for Puss in Boots! Yay! 5 outs rating for this film. I gotta say, Puss in Boots is definitely a must-watch movie for everyone. I gotta say this, it's definitely a great film. In fact, I love it so much that DreamWorks was the one responsible for creating this motion picture for Lifetime. So at the end of the day, I gotta say that DreamWorks has done it again with spin-offs and all that cool stuff. So yes, Puss in Boots, you finally deserved it, my friend. At the end of the day, I'm gonna give Puss in Boots a score of 8 out of 10. Great! That's right, my friends. It is a great movie. Nothing else to say about it here. It's great animation, all in its glory. So nothing else to worry about here. I gotta say, Puss in Boots is definitely a great film. No matter what, I totally deserve it. However, it's just my personal concern to be, and you can feel free to agree or disagree with all of that in the comment section below. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching another episode of Movie History, DreamWorks Animation. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I can't wait to see you all guys again soon for the next exciting episode of the show. And I'll be looking forward to coming again next time. Stay tuned for Samurai Supremacy later on today as coming out later today as Laura Medic takes on Aggressico. And be on the lookout for Samurai Supremacy. Be on the lookout for Rob J047's Little History 2 coming up later in the week as we take a look at PBS Kids for the rest of Mitch 2378. Be on the lookout for that coming your way real soon. Also, stay tuned for season 235 of the Bushy Batch League coming real soon. I promise you, we will get that out. We will do it live. I promise you. And also season 2 of the Endless Boss Show will come out later this year. This should be pretty good. And next month we'll be back. We'll be back to start season 6 of Logo History with season 6 openers being Pet Boys. So stay tuned for that as well. For the rest of the schedule, check out some other cool videos on the channel. But for now, I got it right here. So thanks for watching, my friends. I'm Miguel Sanchez. You be yourself. And I'll see you next time on Movie History, DreamWorks Animation. The next episode comes your way tomorrow, or probably next time, depending on where I am. So stay tuned for episode 25 as we take a look at Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. Oh boy, my friends, the final film in the Madagascar trilogy. That's right, my friends, the final film in the Madagascar trilogy to close out this franchise. I can't wait for it, guys. Be on the lookout for that coming soon. Besides, I did the first 2 Madagascar films, the original Madagascar on episode 11, and Madagascar Escape to Africa on episode 18. Now we're going to close out. The Madagascar trilogy with Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, next time as the Paramount era continues. So stay tuned for it, guys. It's going to be awesome. June 8th in 3D. Again, it's going to be in 3D, in true 3D. Oh boy, it's going to be a whole lot of fun, so get ready for it, guys. Until then, if you want to go catch up on past episodes, we got a playlist for you up there at the top right corner screen, so please click on the link up above and catch up on past episodes right now, from our ants all the way up to Puss and Boost. Go check it out right now. I highly recommend you go check it out. And also, be on the lookout for our brand new Boshi monthly series, Boshi Springtime, starting up on Monday. That's right, it goes up live tomorrow on the app, so get ready for it, guys. Otherwise, I got it right here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again real soon for episode 25 of Movie History, DreamWorks Animation, as the Paramount era continues with the final film in the Madagascar trilogy, that being Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. Until that time comes, please remember to leave a like, share this video with your friends, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, turn notifications tab as the video. Please subscribe notifications on tab as the video for me as we're on the road to 1,700 subscribers. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. I look forward to coming again next time. We're almost there, my friends. We're getting closer. Yes, we're almost, still will be on the road to 1,800, so please hit that subscribe button right now. Otherwise, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Miguel Sanchez for Movie History, DreamWorks Animation from Kolina, Hawaii. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in another video. Mahalo and aloha. Laters!